It is January 15th. We're going to do a little tapping for worthiness today. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Wednesday with Gene. I am the eponymous Gene Monterastelli. Wednesdays with Gene, and these live streams are sponsored by the Tapping Mastery Academy. If you would like to join us, I'd really encourage you to do that. This month, we're doing the Tapping Mastery Blueprint, which is the kickoff to the Tapping Mastery Academy. You can find all of the information at tappingqna.com/TMB. Also, if you could do me a great favor, down below, click the thumbs up, click subscribe. Basically, what you're doing when you do that is you're letting YouTube know that these videos are valuable, which is going to make it easier for other people to find their ways to this and to tapping overall. It's a simple thing and it makes a big difference. So, as always, to set the table, let's just take a minute and a half and let's just do a little wordless tapping. All I want you to do is just move from point to point in the order that makes the most sense for you. As you're doing it, just notice what's going on. Take a nice big deep breath. And just let your fingers do the walking as we work our way from point to point. Take a nice big deep breath, big stretch, move around a little bit. Notice anything that comes bubbling up. This is, again, just a perfect way to put ourselves into our body as we engage with stuff. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about tapping for worthiness. Before we do that, two quick things. Number one, the email just went out 4 minutes ago. So if you're on the mailing list, you will have seen it. On February 8th, I'm doing a really cool training that is so mysterious that I don't even know what is in that training yet. Check the email out or go to tappingqna.com/mystery for all of the details. If you look in the description down below, direct links to the Tapping Mastery Academy, and this can be found right there. It's going to be super, super fun. I'd really encourage you to join us. Second thing is, for those of you who have been in my programs and know what's going on, we got a prototype of a Grumpopotamus sweatshirt. I got another one coming in today. So for those of you who love our little Grumpopotamus friend, you're going to have an opportunity to engage with him in a really cool, fun way. He is my favorite. I think we're going to start calling him Grumpo the Grumpopotamus, but we still need to figure that out. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about and we're going to tap on this idea of worthiness. For those of you who have spent some time with me, know that my primary framework when I am approaching an issue and trying to figure out what is going on is I use what I call my SAWD framework. And SAWD stands for safe, allowed, worthy, deserve. And whenever I'm engaging with something, an action I want to take, a belief I want to hold, an emotional state I want to be in, that is the framework that I go through. Is it safe for me to feel this? Do I feel allowed because of my lived experience, my cultural experience to have that? Am I worthy of having it and am I deserving of it? And so this week, we're going to spend some time with worthiness. And this is happening because last week, when we were here and we were tapping on resistance, one of the reasons why people were really feeling like there was resistance there is because they didn't feel like they were worthy of having the outcome that they wanted to have. And so that's the reason why we're going to dive into that today. So now, as we engage with this, I want to spend a little time with the definition before we jump in. For me, I think definitions, whenever I teach, are super, super important. Not that you need to agree with me, not that I have the perfect definition of all of this, but instead, I just want you to know where I'm coming from. And so for me, worthy and deserve are actually different ideas, and they both are great places for us spending some time tapping. And so for me, the difference between worthy and deserve is this: worthy is birthright. Worthy is what I am made for, where deserving is about what I am in transaction allowed to have. So I'm worthy of self love. I deserved to be paid for my work. Now, what's really interesting is we can be in a circumstance where I can feel worthy of something, but I don't feel deserving of that thing. I am worthy of success because I'm a human and I'm made for it, but I don't deserve success because I failed before, and therefore I have squandered my opportunity. And so for me, it's really important to look through both of those lenses as we engage with this. So today, the focus is going to be primarily on worthy. Deserving things might come up, deserving things might show up in our tapping, but it is good and it is useful for us to think about it as we engage in this way, as we think about that sort of stuff. So, what we're going to do is I have 4 lenses for us to look at this sense of worthiness through. And so I'm just going to teach you a really simple way that whenever I am tapping on worthiness, that I use this as a way of engaging in the work and stepping in a natural way. So, first thing I want you to do is I want you to think about a change or a success that you would like to have in your life. Something that you would like to see happen and show up for you. And what I would encourage you to do is I would encourage you to jot it down so that you know what we're focusing on. And for me, when I'm tapping, it's so easy for me to chase pain. An issue comes up, a memory comes up, another issue comes up, another memory comes up. And when I chase the pain or I chase the things that are bubbling up in my mind as I'm tapping, it makes it really, really easy for me to miss out on the thing that I started with. I can feel good at the end of a round of tapping, but I haven't necessarily made a huge amount of progress in that particular round of tapping. So for me, by jotting down, by asking the question, what is the goal of this particular round of question? For those of you who've been through the Tapping Mastery Blueprint, we know we always start with question number 1. What is the goal of this round of tapping? And so today, what I want the goal to be is I want to feel worthy to have a certain type of success. So, what I'd like you to do is I would like you to name a success that you would like to have. And success doesn't have to be grand. Success could be I'm going to have a 5-minute tapping process to start my day. I'm going to remember to stretch my back every hour and a half as I'm working through the day so I take care of my health. Or success could be I work with more clients, I grow a program, I get a new job, I find a relationship that I want. But what I want you to do is I want you to choose something that is significant and important to you. And I would love just drop into the chat box with us as we work our way through this, so that I'd love to hear what are the things that you are trying to achieve and move forward. For me, what I'm going to be tapping on today is I'm going to be tapping on getting more people into my Tapping Mastery Blueprint and the Tapping Mastery Academy, because it's something that I really, really believe in. And I would like it to be larger so I have a greater impact so I can do other things. So I would love to hear from you what those things are. And as you're thinking about it, as you're jotting it down, just tap for me in a wordless way. And what is some of the success that you would like to have? And another reason why I love having a conversation like this, where we're hearing other people's things, is sometimes I don't even know that I want to have a particular goal until I hear other people sharing that particular goal. So, what do we got going on here? Um, A deeper connection with my family. I love that. Having a more secure relationship with my loved ones, relationship and love for myself. I want to find a relationship that I want. Absolutely. To be in a place of connection with other people is something is just such a beautiful thing for us to long for. Freedom to choose. I love that. So often we don't feel allowed to do that particular thing. And then once we feel like we're allowed, we can struggle to be in that particular place. I want to feel worthy of being visible on social media and post regularly, which will fill my classes more often. Do a major decluttering of my home. Perfect. Absolutely. I just actually did that last night, did a bunch of cleaning, and it feels so much better. Attract 5 consistent clients per week. Beautiful. Excellent. Keep dropping those things into the chat box. And then what we're going to do is we're going to work our way through this and tap on those particular things. So, the first frame that we're going to use, because we're going to use, so we have safe, allowed, worthy, deserve. Inside of each one of those, I like to look through each of those through 4 different phrases. So take a nice big deep breath for me. I want you to think of that success. And what I want you to do is I want you to complete this sentence. I am not worthy of having this success because. Again, take a nice big deep breath. And as you sit there, I would actually encourage you to say this out loud. Emotionally engage with the phrase, I am not worthy of this success because. And for me, I immediately hear, I've squandered other opportunities. Why should I have opportunities today? What are some of the things that are bubbling up inside of you? And what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate these into our tapping. I am not worthy of having success because. And again, as you say that, you might even just tap on your collarbone and tap on the side of your hand to see what comes bubbling up as you tune in that particular way. I am not worthy of success because. And so just move from point to point and just repeat after me. I recognize the fact I have an outcome that I would like to achieve. That would make my life better. But there is a part of me that's afraid that I am not worthy of this success because I've had opportunities in the past that I have squandered. I am not worthy of success because I put other things in front of this success. I am not worthy of success because I haven't put in the effort. I haven't put in the time. I squandered opportunities. But I give myself permission to know I am made for success. I give myself permission to know that I am made for that success because I am human. And all humans are made for success. I give myself permission to know that no matter what has come before this moment, no matter what choices I have made in the past, those past choices do not define my future. They inform my future. They inform where I stand. But they do not determine what comes next. I give myself permission to be aware. Any moment can be a fresh start. And no matter how many fresh starts I've had before, I'm allowed to have a fresh start today. And I give myself permission to have a fresh start today. Nice big deep breath. Tune in and notice. And what I want you to do is from the tapping that we just did right there, is I want you to find one piece of inspiration or one phrase that you need to hear again. Something that your soul, something that your inspiration needs. And what I want you to do is I want you to jot that particular insight down. We're going to talk about insights when we're done. For me, the insight that I heard was today is a new day and it is a fresh start. So make sure you don't lose that. And I'd love to hear what those are. Drop those into the chat box. I'd love to hear what are the things that are resonating with you because again, oftentimes an affirmation that we hear from someone else is something that is perfect for us. Today is a new day and I am allowed to embrace that. Ah, today is a new day and I'm allowed to embrace that. Today is a new day and I'm allowed to embrace that. And again, as I'm just tuning into that, I can feel like the energy coming into that and a chance to tune into it. Ah, what are some of the insights that we got from other folks? I am enough. Any moment can be a fresh start, no matter how many fresh starts I've already had. I heard all people deserve connection because we are all human. Oh, I love that insight. What are some of the other things that are bubbling up for you? Worthy a new start, change my mind. I have a new chance even if I have not succeeded before. Absolutely. These are just beautiful, beautiful insights. And today's podcast that went live a number of hours ago is specifically about how do we use affirmations to tap on phrases just like this. So capturing these, you might want to check that out as well. Awesomeness. I embrace good health and well-being. Beautiful. Awesomeness. Great. Okay, excellent. So that was tune in number one. I am not worthy of having success. Number two, now what you do is I want you to tune back into that success again, tap on your collarbone, tune into the success that you want to have. And again, complete this phrase out loud. I am not worthy of wanting this success. Difference between wanting and having. So I want you to tune that in again. I am not worthy of wanting this success. And what comes bubbling up? Say that out loud. I am not worthy of wanting this success. And I hear I already have too much. What are the reasons why? What are the resistance? What are the things that are coming forward for you? Type them into the chat box there so we can add them into our tapping, because we're going to tap on this one next. I am not worthy of wanting success because. I am not worthy of wanting success because. What do you hear? Because if you don't feel worthy of it, your system's going to prevent you from having it. It's going to prevent you from trying. It's even going to prevent you from dreaming in that particular way. And again, just add them into the chat box and we'll just tap along. I recognize the fact that there is a part of me that thinks it is dangerous and thinks that it is unjust for me to want to have success. It feels like I already have more than my fair share. So many others have so much less than me. How dare I want more success? There's a part of me that feels that I don't need it, that I don't deserve it, that I messed it up before. Why should I be allowed to want it again? I already have everything I need. It feels selfish to want more. Because I'm failing in other parts of my life. How dare I want more success? I have to be kinder to myself before I can want more and better. I am so damaged. It is a waste of time to want more. Because wanting more is fruitless. I already have good things in my life. Asking for more is selfish. How dare I ask for more? I give myself permission to know that I am an imperfect human, like every other imperfect human. And my imperfections and my failings do not prevent me and do not disqualify me from transformation and change. I give myself permission to know me preventing myself from wanting more and having more is not lifting other people up. There is not a limited amount of success. There is not a limited amount of well-being. Me having good things is not stealing from others. My success, my well-being brings more success and well-being into the world. Being kind to myself, allowing well-being and success is good, is fulfilling, is transformative. Not only for me, but the world. Nice big deep breath. Again, big stretch. Tune back in. What was one phrase inside of that you need to hear again? What is an encouragement? Something that it even might have felt scary to hear it. So maybe it's something that resonated deeply with you emotionally. Maybe it's something that resonated with you intellectually, but you could feel the resistance pushing back for that thing. Phrase I needed to hear was, my success does not steal from others. Jot it down, put it in the chat box so we can add it to what we're doing. Oh, my success does not deprive others. My success can serve all. My success does not deprive others. My success serves all. So, what are some of the things that you are hearing? I am good enough. My success is not my success. I'm lifting others up. The world needs what I have to offer. Sometimes not all the phrases resonate, and that's okay. My mistakes do not disqualify me. My imperfections and failings do not disqualify me from transformation and change. My success does not deprive others. My success is my gift. Oh, I love those phrases. Awesomeness. Keep sharing the insights in there as we keep working our way through this. So, the third lens that I want to look through as we engage with this is having success and being seen. So, once again, tune into that success. Tap on the collarbone, tap on the side of the hand, tap on a point that feels comfortable for you. Maybe you'll take the insides of your wrists and tap them together. Nice big deep breath. And I want you to complete this sentence. I am not worthy of being seen having success because. I am not worthy of being seen successful because. I am not worthy being successful because. And for me, I just hear others are going to be jealous. Others are going to be jealous. Others are not going to like you because of that. I'd love to hear why it doesn't feel like you're worthy of being seen having success. Again, drop them into the chat box and we'll enter them into the tapping as we work our way through it. Remember to keep drinking water as we work our way through this. Just move from point to point. I recognize the fact. There is a part of me that is worried that I am not worthy to be seen as successful because others are going to judge me, because I'm not good enough for that success and others are going to notice that I might mess the success up and people are going to be angry or disappointed. I'm not worthy as seen as being successful because I didn't work as hard as others. They're going to notice that. They're going to judge me. Others have seen me making mistakes before, so they're going to have a more scrutinizing eye. And it's just scary to be seen being successful. Because I know people are going to judge me. Even worse, they're going to judge themselves. Because my success is going to point out their failure and lack of success. Others have worked harder and are going to feel bad because I have success and they don't. I'm afraid I'm going to have success and lose it. And people are going to see me failing. And they wouldn't have noticed if I was successful. If I have success in a momentary way, people will look closer and they'll notice that I'm actually a fraud. If I'm successful and other people see me being successful, they're going to think I'm bragging. They're going to think I'm going to be an egomaniacal jerk. There's a part of me that's just afraid to be seen because I'm not used to being seen. I give myself permission to know I am worthy of being seen as successful. It is possible for me to be safe being seen as successful. Some people will be encouraged and inspired by me being seen as successful. My action, my overcoming, my success can be a beacon for others, can be an encouragement for others, can be a strength for others. And I give myself permission to know that being seen as successful doesn't mean I'm seen by everyone. Doesn't mean I'm seen all the time. It's possible for me to choose the venue in which I am seen as successful. I'm safe to be seen as successful. I'm allowed to be seen as successful. I'm worthy of being seen as successful. I deserve to be seen as successful. Nice deep breath. Again, just tune in. What was something inside of that? I see lots of great folks hearing like there's this wrestling that's going on inside of them, which is so true when we're doing something like that. What's the insight? What's the thing that you need to hear inside of that? It's interesting, even though we're doing safe, allowed, worthy, deserve, and we're focusing on worthy, what I am hearing as I tap on worthy, I keep hearing aloud, aloud, aloud. I am allowed to be seen as successful. I'd love to hear. What are the insights? What are the things that your soul needs to hear today with this sorts of things? What do we got going on? What are the insights inspired? Excellent. I can be a testimony for others. Others deserve to see the success I have to offer. I love that. That it's actually a good, it's a boon, it's a benefit for other people. What are some of the other phrases that are resonating inside of that that really work for you there? My success can be a beacon for others. Yes. Maybe it's allowed. Maybe it's allowed and allowed. I like that. I need to remember my success inspires others. My success can act as a beacon for others. It's like it's so easy for us to remember, oh my gosh, this person inspired me. This person did that sort of thing. And I can remember as a teen being told, like, you need to watch out for peer pressure. And then someone said, you're peer pressure. And we're not that we want to pressure others, but recognizing that it's not that just others impact us, but we get a chance to impact others. My buddy Rick Wilkes uses the word vibrational leadership. The way we show up in the world, engaging with this makes a difference explicitly and implicitly. Healing unnecessary feelings of guilt does not mean I will forgo responsibility and accountability. Need to know I can hear I am okay. I am worthy of success, even if I had a tough life before. It's okay to be successful. I've worked for it. I've reached success faster if I wouldn't have put other people in front of me. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Maybe it doesn't have to be hard work. Yes. Awesomeness. Excellent. Keep sharing those things in there. Last one I want to tune into. So, having, wanting, being seen. Number 4, take a nice big deep breath, tune back into that success. Nice deep breath. And just complete this sentence. I am not worthy of sustaining success because. I am not worthy of sustaining success because. I am not worthy of sustaining success because. What do you hear? I hear I'm going to rest on my laurels. What do you hear at the end of that phrase? I am not worthy of sustaining success. Drop into the chat box so we can tap along to it. I am not worthy of sustaining success because I'm not willing to keep doing the work because I've never been consistent with anything in my life. I failed so many times before. I give up on myself. I'd rather complain. That's a great insight, Jean Marie. Keep chopping the stuff in there, we'll add there. I recognize the fact there is a part of me that does not feel that I am worthy of sustaining success. It's afraid that I'm going to rest on my laurels. I'm going to take my success for granted. That I'm going to stop working hard. That I believe I have to work hard to maintain it. And I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I can do that. I would rather do what is easy. In my success, I might become so focused on my success that I become disconnected from others. That I will take my success for granted. That I will become purely defined by my success. That even if I have sustained success, it will be a mirage that slowly evaporates. I give myself permission to know that success is easier to maintain than creating success. The part of me that's afraid that I'm going to have to keep working so hard is wrong. Yes, sustaining success will take effort. And there's a part of me that doesn't believe that I can actually maintain it. And more than likely, there are times that I will be less successful. But every minute that I am successful makes my life better and makes the world better. I give myself permission to know. Maintaining success does not mean I will have A+ perfect success always. I give myself permission to know I can be easy and gentle with myself as I create success. Knowing that as I create success, I will create and define new definitions of success for me. I give myself permission to know I am worthy of sustained success. Nice big deep breath. Tune in. What do you notice? What was a phrase that you need to hear inside of that? I heard a couple of things. One is sustaining success is not as much work as creating success. Sustaining success, not as much work as creating. And sustain does not mean perfect. What are those phrases that you need to hear that resonated? And again, some of them might resonate deeply, and some of them you intellectually understand and know that there's lots of fighting inside of that. Sustaining success is easier than creating success. Sustaining success does not mean perfect. Sustaining success is easier than creating success. Sustaining success does not mean perfect. What are you hearing? I don't always have to sustain success all the time, that I can be gentle and easy with myself. I don't always need to be A+ work to be successful. I am worthy of success even if I'm not perfect. Preach. I have permission to nurture success and to successfully nurture. Wow, that's beautiful. Sustaining success can be fun and easy. I love that. What else is bubbling around inside of there for you? I find lots of intellectual logical resistance, but my heart recognizes the truth in my worthiness. Yes, that's just a sign that we just need to keep working. Awesomeness. Very good. Okay. So keep dropping those things in there as we engage with all of that. So there's two more things that we need to do as we work our way out, because we're going to do one more thing of tapping where we're going to grab a bunch of those insights. But before we do that, let's look at footnotes. Number one, on February 8th, we're doing an amazing mystery training. Half of the stuff is already created. Half of the stuff we don't know what it is. Go to tappingqna.com/mystery to get all the details on this really, really awesome training. I can't wait to share it with you. Again, if you look down below in the description, that's there. For those of you in the Tapping Mastery Academy, we got office hours tomorrow at 3 p.m. We're going to talk all things practitioners. Bring your questions if you're interested in joining the Tapping Mastery Academy. And to get access to the Tapping Mastery Blueprint, all you need to do is go to tappingqna.com/TMB, Tapping Mastery Blueprint. Download the tapping tracker. We use the tapping tracker in all of this sort of stuff. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. Podcast, you can always find it at tappingqna.com/podcast. Next week, what we're going to do is 11 a.m. Eastern on the 22nd of January. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about the 5 biggest mistakes that I see people making when they sit down to tap. When we recognize these mistakes, it makes it so much easier for us to transform them. Awesomeness. So with all of that being said, what we need to do is we're just going to do a little tapping on our insights, those things that you've been dropping into the chat box, because when we capture these insights, what we're doing is we're writing the perfect tapping script, and over my shoulder right there I just highlighted my buddy little vase. That is a vase that is created by the amazing writer and comedian Eliza Skinner. You can find her at Booberry Jones on Etsy. All of the insights that we have been capturing from all of these episodes, I've been writing them down and I've been stuffing them inside of that. In February, we're actually going to do a session where we just look at all of these insights and we tap on them. And so that's what we're going to do right now. Is we're going to spend a little time taking those insights. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. There we go. Here we go. Let's grab some of the insights that we have been getting along the way and let's just tap for them and just move from point to point as we tap along with this. All humans are made for success. I am worthy of a new start. Whatever happened in my past does not define my future. I give myself permission to embrace health and well-being. I did the best that I could with the past, and I'm allowed to do good more. I am good enough. My success can lift others up. The world needs what I have to offer. My mistakes do not disqualify me from success. My imperfections do not disqualify me from success. My success does not deprive others. My success can and is a gift. My success can be a testimony to others. Others deserve to see the success I have to offer. My success can be a beacon for others. I am worthy of success, even though I had a tough life before. It is okay to have success. I am allowed to hear that I am okay. I don't always have to do A+ work when sustaining success. I am worthy of success, even if I'm not perfect. I have permission to nurture success and to successfully nurture. Sustaining success can be easy and fun. Collarbone, nice big deep breath. Side of the hand, nice big deep breath. Great big stretch. Again, I would love it, love it, love it if you joined us for the Tapping Mastery Blueprint next weekend. We're doing a full training of the Tapping Mastery Blueprint. All the details can be found at tappingmasteryblueprint.com. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. Again, we're going to be back here next Wednesday talking about the 5 biggest mistakes folks make when they are tapping. If you know someone in your life who could use this, be your ambassador, pass this along. We always joke about the fact that our marketing budget is your word of mouth. You might know someone who could use use this. The replay is going to be on YouTube if you're watching this live after the fact. Go back, rewatch it again. Find the things that you need to be tapping on. And if you're watching a replay after the fact, right now on the screen, you can see a list to all of the tap-alongs. We'll see you guys next week.